So there was a mass shooting at this school called the Abundant Life Christian School. And it's a private school, so that should tell you all you need to know. Some cunt by the name of Natalie Rupnow shot at 6 of her fellow schoolgoers. Thankfully, they all survived. And they're just critically injured. I hope they make a speedy recovery. The only person who died in this shooting was the shooter herself. I know when the femcells who hate men come out and say shit like men and their guns, I'm going to immediately point this shooting out and be like, it's not about gender or about gun politics. It's about ending violence. And it's also about people need to stop bullying each other, and the school system needs to actually enforce what they preach, and people also need to grow a thicker skin because people are too goddamn sensitive and it's ridiculous. Now, I do feel sorry for Natalie's Rupnow's parents because that's going to be rough. You're not going to be able to spend the holidays with your kid, and you got to live with the guilt of what they did. And I do not blame her parents. I blame Natalie for what she did. It's just very unfortunate because now the whole community's affected by that kind of thing, and I pray for them in my own special way, you know. But 6 people were shot and not killed, but 6 people are injured. Can you believe this? 6 people injured in a Christian school shooting because some 15-year-old was having a bad day. Maybe she was on her period. Maybe she was being bullied. It's a private school. You know how that is sometimes with private schools, the snooty attitude. I'm not here to judge. Maybe it was just a case of being bullied. You know, and there's no justification for what she did. So if my video comes off as a bit insensitive, I fucking hate mass shootings, so kiss my Asperger's. And mass shootings, that's a cunt move in my honest opinion, because your classmates don't have a gun to defend themselves. When I was a kid and I was getting bullied in school, and I gave the teachers plenty of warning and the teachers didn't do shit about it, I beat the fuck out of my bullies. I might have got suspended from school for fighting, but they learned real quick, don't fuck with me. And then on top of that, I get to celebrate my life being a successful YouTuber. So take a note out of my book. I've been bullied my entire life. And the only thing more satisfying than ending it for these assholes is continuing to shove it in their face. You bully me, but look at me, I got 100K, 1,000 plus subscribers. The fuck do you have? That's why my trolls are mad. The person they hate has more subscribers than they could ever dream of. But mass shootings are disgusting. It's not a gun problem, it's a people problem. People are the ones who made guns. The Second Amendment right was made for people to bear arms responsibly. And banning guns isn't going to stop mass shootings because people can find a way to make guns through 3D printing and shit. What would help is, like I said, if people could be nicer to each other, if people could grow a thicker skin, and if people could stop bullying each other, and if the school system actually has a zero tolerance policy for bullying, they should actually enforce it. But if the adults are having a long and very stressful day and someone comes in with a very stupid and mild complaint, that's why I said some people just need to grow a thicker skin and some people just need to stop being bullies. It depends on the situation. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm tired of mass shootings. And especially around the fucking holidays. It's the worst time of year to have such a horrific thing. You know, without each other's help, there ain't no hope for us. Your higher power may be God or Jesus Christ. It doesn't matter much to me. I bitch about how much I hate mass shootings on my YouTube channel. I make a Pink Floyd parody song protesting mass shootings and how much I'm sick and tired of hearing about it, called Bullets in the Wall. And it turned out decent enough. But that's not the point. I'm trying to use music and my platform to spread a positive political agenda. And it just feels like some days it ain't good enough. But I don't keep protesting and bitching about it because, quite frankly, there's no need for mass shootings. I hate mass shootings more than I love guns. And, the only thing more satisfying than shooting my trolls in the face is letting them live through my experience. They get to see and go, oh, the dude we hate has like 100,000 plus subscribers and growing. A lot of people support Josh. He has all these good things going in his life, and the trolls don't have shit. The only thing they have is, oh, okay, how can we fuck with Cobra today? It's miserable. But these mass shootings are more miserable than my YouTube trolls, and that's a fact. Right now, just chilling, sipping on a Budweiser. That last drink combo I made with the Cruisin' Mango Rum and the Peach Mango Body Armor Lights sports drink looks like this. Mix it with this. This stuff is fucking, that's a drink combo that is exquisite. Because the only shots I'd rather see are shots in my glass. Thank you. Well, if you're going to the doctor to get your shots, that's different too, but I digress. Mass shootings are the fucking worst. And these poor parents have to lose their daughter and have to risk the stigma that goes with, oh, your daughter did this. That's horrible. I feel so bad for Natalie's parents. And for the 6 people who had to go through that, and the 6 people's families. There's just fucking no need for the crap. I'm glad those 6 people didn't die, but that's kind of beside the point. It's kind of beside the fucking point. There's no need for school shootings and violence and shit. Violence should be a last resort. If you learn anything from my nonsensical rambling, is that violence should be a last resort. You notice that cobras in the wild, they don't want to be fucked with. If you corner them, they'll hood up, and if you get too close, they'll bite. And that's because they feel threatened and cornered. I.e., that's how you should be as a person. You should not fight unless you're threatened, unless you're being cornered, or unless your life is in danger. And sometimes it's not worth just rising to their shit because that's just that your bullies are so miserable in life. They want you to feel as miserable as they are. So if they get a reaction out of you that causes you to overreact and lose your shit, full autistic freak out, they're all going to sit there and go, look, holy shit, look how much we pissed them off. And they're going to keep doing it. But if you find a way to control that anger and find a way to throw it back in their face without resorting to extreme forces of violence, for example, they're going to be childish with it, so, your trolls might text you, hey, Cobra, your videos suck dick. So then your response is, well, what about your mom sucking my dick while we watch my videos? Bro, you need help with your obsession with Cobra. It's sadder than his drinking. And then, like, you're taking my alcoholism and using it to make it about them being more desperate and pathetic. So it's like you're taking the piss out of yourself and using it to take the piss out of them twice as hard. Here's the best part. If you don't go out of your way to bully people, it makes them look stupid. They'll text you every day from their burner cell phone numbers. And I'll go out of my way to text my YouTube trolls. And fuck mass shootings, fuck suicide. The thing about high school and junior high and middle school is you're going to experience drama. That's the real world preparing you for all, because it's only going to get worse when you're an adult. You're going to experience way worse drama as an adult. So that's the real world preparing you. If you can deal with the drama in high school and you can survive it and get through it, realize that fuck sickos, we're all just people trying to live, then you can survive the adult world. It's as real as it's going to get on this channel, man. Shit. Also, I'll say it again, fuck mass shootings. That Natalie bitch was a fucking cunt. Much like the slag by the name of Audrey Hale, who pulled a mass shooting in Memphis, Tennessee, also at a Christian school. And she happened to be trans, which I didn't hear about the shooting that just happened recently until a fangirl said anything. That's because whenever a trans person or a female commits a mass shooting, they're not going to report on it as quickly because it doesn't fit the narrative. The narrative being it's always some pissed off white dude who can't get laid with an AR-15. Fuck off. And it's like, I get it. Trans people don't need any more negative publicity. That's what made me extra mad about the shooting with what's her face, Audrey Hale, that fucking cunt. And like, mass shooters are cunts in my opinion, and it doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific, because men can be cunts too. But fuck your mass shootings, man. You just gotta find a way to channel your anger. Like, if you gotta switch schools, I get it, because maybe she wasn't in public school and she switched to a private school because she was getting bullied, and that just made it worse. I don't know the whole story, what caused Natalie to pull that crap. But whatever it caused it, there's just no justification for it, because mass shootings are fucking disgusting. I said my fucking piece. I'm gonna drink my beer and smoke a cigarette and leave you with it. I'm not trying to pick on women or men or make it about politics. Because again, it's not about gender. It's about ending violence. It's not about gun rights versus pro and cons. It's about ending the violence. You want to have a conversation about how we can end mass shooting? We got to stop the bullying, grow a thicker skin, and end the violence. It's not that difficult. Figure it the fuck out. Beer and cigarettes. That could be a country song, man. Goddamn. 21 and up. Now, think about a 100. You take a couple puffs, put it out, save it for later. Well, no, fuck mass shootings. There was a mass shooting that, like I said, that happened at a private Christian school, so you already know it's a private school and it's also organized by organized religion. That doesn't add to the situation in a positive light, in my personal opinion, but I digress. I'm not here to assume stereotypes, because school shootings, in my opinion, are deplorable no matter what school they happen in. And like the thing you're gonna realize when you get out of high school is that you're gonna miss it and that we're all just people trying to live our lives. And the second you realize that, you're like, shit, your childhood's gone. And you're sitting there drinking a beer because it's the weekend. And some of you may grow out of your high school bullshit, and some people really never change that much. It is what it is. But the point I'm trying to make to you cool cobras is fuck mass shootings. I didn't hear about this crap until a fangirl had mentioned it. I'm like, okay, so when a mass shooting is done by a trans person, you don't want to report it for fear of being labeled transphobic. And when a female does it, you don't want to be labeled a sexist. So it takes a little bit longer to cycle through the news cycles because they're like, okay, this is because this is negative stereotype that faces heterosis normative men, especially white dudes.